We're driving the business to a 50 million revenue over the next 5 years. And Injector Fire Barrier and the PFP division is certainly going to be part of making that happen.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. Joining me is Light Science Technology CEO Simon Deacon. Simon, very good to speak with you. To set the context for investors, what is this report?
Looking at the report and the highlights of the report, it's regarding the cladding issue that's been on since Grenfell, the awful tragedy of Grenfell, now 8 years on. And the increased burden on residents, that these issues haven't been resolved. It seems that there's a lack of skilled engineers, a large increase in the scope of work. There's 7,000 buildings yet to be identified, and so surveys haven't been held on those. An initial government estimates was it was going to cost around 600 million to look at these buildings and put them right from a fire safety point of view. But now we're looking at 9 to 12,000 medium to high risk buildings with a project cost of up to 22 billion. So it's increased subsidiary since they first looked at this and reported on this. And there needs to be action taken for the residents who, some of them can't get insured, some of them can't move, mortgages, etc. And they're in limbo. And so something needs to be done and, a clear message to be sent out.
Simon, you clearly have a good solution. Could you summarize the conclusions of the report and highlight where you think your Injector Fire Barrier offers the most value?
There's a lot of conclusions from the report, but I would say that the highest thing is the residents in limbo, and what needs to be seen to be happening here is that the buildings need identifying. Once they've been identified, then the right solution be put into the buildings. With Injector Fire Barrier and Injector Clad material, it's very unique offering that we have. The traditional methods is taking down the facade to access the cavity and put traditional fire stopping in. With ours, you're taking out some brickwork within the facade and injecting into a barrier within the cavity to get over 2 hours of fire resistance, so that you're protected for over 2 hours. So it gives you time to escape the building, or firefighters to get to you to give you the right escape plan. It's really important that that the right material goes in. We're too often seeing with the buildings that we do is that buildings have been built in the last 7 years, so new buildings, and haven't got the right fire protection within them. So it's important that the right fire protection goes in and the residents can get a conclusion to these issues.
Simon, this issue clearly isn't going away. In fact, it's growing. What's the newly estimated extent of work that needs to be done?
It is growing, Stephen. We believe, and the information that we're being provided is there's over 33,000 buildings between 11 and 18 meters in height which need fire protection, and there is over 11,000 buildings which are high risk, which are over 18 meters. And these buildings need the work doing on them. The government needs to speed up the process of getting these backlog of projects back on target. We believe that there is probably, as much as the government wants the work doing by 2029, which is only sort of 4 years away, the reality, there's probably 15 to 20 years worth of work. And what needs to happen here is a program and partnering with the right contractors to make these buildings safe, and do it so there's a real methodical way and a program of events so that residents and owners of these buildings know that they're going to be put safe.
Simon, just to highlight the issue of speed, clearly 2029 is a long time to leave this work undone. Is this your biggest selling point?
There's a couple of key selling points. Obviously, with our product being unique, it's much quicker to install. So we probably take as an example, on a building, depending on the size of the cavity, 2 to 6 months to fulfill the work, as in a traditional method could take 12 to 18 months. And more importantly, we're 3 times less of cost. Our product, being tested, there's over 100 different tests been done at Warrington Fire of our product, in different types of cavity and installation that it has to go up against. And it's really important that, the speed, environmental friendly from the point of view, you don't have to take the facade down, but also cost effective for residents and owners and building owners of a portfolio of buildings that they might have in their estate.
Simon, you acquired Injecta Fire Barrier late in 2023. How's the division performed since then, and what feedback have you received?
The division's performed really well. In H2 of last year, we received over £2.7 million worth of orders in that period. And they've been installed to a really satisfactory way for the clients. We've had really good recommendations. They've been surprised. Our clients have been surprised how quick that we've managed to install the material, but also, cleanly and on budget. A lot of projects, especially in the building sector, don't come on budget, and ours have done. And that's created then for us, a partnership with customers, as I mentioned earlier, who've got portfolio of buildings which need doing across the country, so that we can support them and project manage them through.
Simon, can you summarize the opportunity for investors? Is this a chance to get in at the ground floor?
It is. We've done about 11 projects so far across the country. The average order value is over £500,000, and the strong margins for our product as well. And what we've seen, it's created good cash generation for the group as well as revenue. There is over £22 billion worth of market here in the UK, and an awful lot of buildings. So there's a long way to go yet. And we've got a unique solution of installing the material, but also the material going into the building and filling the cavities to make these buildings safe. So it really is a unique time to invest in Light Science Technology Holdings. We've got some really good divisions in it. And as I mentioned in previous interviews, we're driving the business to a 50 million revenue over the next 5 years. And Injecta Fire Barrier and the PFP division is certainly going to be part of making that happen.
I hope you'll keep us posted on any progress with that, Simon. Thank you very much for speaking with us today.
Thank you very much, Stephen.
That's Simon Deacon, CEO of Light Science Technologies.